Ahoy lads and ladies, my name's Hampy, welcome back to the channel. Today we are on the quest to be the best on the ranked doubles ladder, and we are going to just get straight into it here. We're playing with the Foxy Boxing team. We'll be playing this until the end, playing with this one until the end of May, and then we'll be moving on to another team again, and we're looking pretty strong so far. And we dropped down one rank because we updated and then had a break. So we're against a pretty high rank, 629. So they've got a Whimsicott, a Dragapult, Conkeldurr, Ferrothorn, Sylveon, and Lapras. So this is an interesting looking team. What do we do? I think Hail is the pick. Hail's the play here, and then they don't have Double Ghost there to worry about. They do have Quick Attack, Weakness Policy procs to worry about. Ferrothorn's definitely coming in again, and the fourth looks to be Draco's ult, actually, but at the same time we need Tyranitar's firepower, just in case. Well, not just in case, for their Ferrothorn. We need his Fire Punch. That's what we need. That's a cool trainer card. Hanging out in the dragon area, and I think this is the Dragon Stadium, right? That's the dragon symbol. We've gone for a Whimsicott Lapras lead. Okay, so what do we do here? What are we thinking? What are we thinking, Hampy? I am thinking a Aurora Veil looks pretty good here. And like, what does Inteleon beat in the back? That's why, like, yeah, Inteleon might have been the wrong bring here, right? Like, Draco's ult might have been the bring. But instead of Inteleon, this might have been the time to bring the Draco's ults and go for Icy Winds. But instead we're going to go Ferrothorn. I think we're just going to switch straight out. We're not going to mess around with any freeze-dry shenanigans or anything like that. Right, and if it does go straight for the Aurora Veil, we've got the Aurora Veil to match it. And it's in the Master Ball, so I'd suggest it's the G-Max Lapras. G-Max Lapras is there, so it's coming out, and I'd suggest it's either doing a Thunderbolt. Tailwind comes out from the Father Divot. Was it? But it's a Whimsicott there, shiny Whimsicott too. And it's Max Geyser coming out into what's going to be the Ninetales slot, I can only assume. And it's bringing us down to 2 health, so it's not even quite down to the Focus Sash, but that's a Life Orb on the oh, but Aurora Veil fails, so that's a problem. So what do we do here? What do we got in the back? We've got T-Tar for its firepower, don't we? So I think here we Icy Wind, like if it goes off, and we're gonna Leech Seed the Lapras slot, I think is the play. Fake Tears comes into what can only be the Ferrothorn slot. So if G-Max Res comes out into the Ferrothorn, oof, just goes down. So the Icy Wind's going to come out. Gee whiz. It does a little bit to the Whimsicott. brings them down to just 1.5 speed instead of 2 speed. So now do we bring out our, I think we bring out our Inteleon here. We're going to protect. We're going to go for another Icy Wind with the... So we've got one more turn of this Lapras Dynamax to go. We're going for an Icy Wind with the Ninetales to see what happens. See what happens here, I guess. If we can get the Icy Wind off, then Tailwind's mitigated on these two Pokemon. We do get the Icy Wind off. So... there's no more speed boost for these two Pokemon. And the Moonblast comes into the Ninetales slot. So... Ninetales does put some work in the end, and this Lapras does have the Max Lightning that's going to come out and attempt to like do some damage to our Inteleon, but our Inteleon is protecting, so it will survive that. We'll bring in the Tyranitar here, and now the Lapras. I think they have one more turn of Tailwind here. I think, but our Inteleon should be faster. Yeah, they have one more turn of Tailwind. Our Ninetales was faster than their Whimsicott and Lapras. So that does tell us that our, like, we've mitigated their Tailwind, basically. But the problem is, like, that Lapras, right? Where it should be faster than Tyranitar still. But I think we've got to go for it anyway. We're going to Dynamax the Tyranitar, and we're going to go for the Air Slash onto the Whimsicott. Like, protecting might have been the better play with T-Tar here, but in a perfect world they proc our weakness policy, right? And here's the thing, if Tyranitar is faster than their Lapras, then we should just win. Unless we miss the Air Slash, of course. That's a thing that can happen. And then Hydro Pump's coming out into the Lapras, into the Inteleon slot. That's unfortunate. So we were looking to claw our way back in, but now it's looking a bit problematic here. We do get the KO on the Lapras, so that's not horrible. But the Whimsicott is going to be able to activate Tailwind next turn, which is what we didn't want. But at the same time, we can just bop this Whimsicott with Tyranitar. What do we got here that's coming out? It's Conkeldurr, which is the problem for us. That's the problem Pokemon. Yeah. If we get that Air Slash off, we might survive that Hydro Pump from the Lapras. Who knows? But we'll, oh gee. Yeah, this one I think is about over. I think we have to go for the Max Flare into the conch slot. You know what might have been a better play, and probably would have been a better play in the end. Would have been, and they get the crit to bring us down in one hit. But what would have been a better play, it looks like in the end, would have been to Dynamax our Inteleon, Max Airstream the Whimsicott slot, and then go for the Rock Slide with the T-Tar. That would have been the best play. And then we could have max airstreamed and protected against the Conkeldurr, and we might have actually pulled it out. But we'll keep on keeping on here. That was a relatively short one, but And there was also an unfortunate air/miss. Like you got to give that some weight. That was a bit unfortunate. Like if that hits, Whimsicott goes down. They don't get Tailwind up. We might still have our Inteleon, and they don't have their Lapras. So we might be able to pull something out there. Is the thing. So, but we move on. Like at the same time, yeah, the better play was to max Airstream. But we move on. So we're looking at another Whimsicott team, another Whimsicott Lapras team, but this time it's a bit more aggressive with Togekiss and Bisharp, as well as Incineroar and Darmanitan. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking that Braviary Tyranitar might actually be the way to go this time. But and with Ferrothorn, or no, you know what? Let's go Ninetales Dracozolt. Let's try this out. Let's try this mode out, eh? With do we want Braviary? Or I think we want Ferrothorn. And we want we're gonna grab Tyranitar as well, I think, just as a we're gonna try this out, but maybe Inteleon was the better pick over Tyranitar. But try this mode out. This is sort of why we have Icy Wind on the team, right? It's either going to go gloriously well or horribly bad. And we'll find out. Well, it's Darmanitan. We kind of expected that, I think. So what do we think happens here? Do we think Tailwind comes out? Icicle Crash will come out from the Darmanitan. That's what'll happen. And we won't survive that. So we do need to switch out Dracozolt into Ferrothorn. Tailwind comes out. Earthquake comes out from the Darmanitan. There you go. Procs a weakness, procs an eject button on the Whimsicott. Clever. This Darmanitan's going to be super duper speedy, but Pokemon to come in is the Incineroar, and that's a problem. This is why we wish we had, yeah, really wishing I had Inteleon here. Could have even gone for the Aurora Veil last turn, but we protect our Ferrothorn here. Because that Darmanitan has to go for Earthquake. Out goes the Incineroar. In comes the Togekiss. Clever. So we could have got away with it, but we don't. So Earthquake comes out from the Darmanitan, and we might just lose straight up to this Darmanitan here. This is looking problematic. Like really problematic, especially with the Dynamax Togekiss come out and do a lot of damage to us. So what we're going to do there, So we survived that earthquake. Yep, in comes the Dynamax Togekiss. So we survived that earthquake, and we hopefully we KO that Darmanitan. We get a Steel Spike boost too to go with it. Problem is if this Togekiss has a max flare, if it's sitting on a max flare, this is just over. We've got to risk it at the end of the day. We've got to risk this. Risking it for the biscuit. If it has a max flare, it's over. But if it doesn't, we might survive this Darmanitan's earthquake. And it does go for the Starfall, so it procs our weakness policy, which is not horrible for us. Darmanitan goes for the earthquake. Hopefully, we don't get crit. We know Whimsicott's in the back. We've got one more turn of Tailwind, I think. Doesn't do enough to us, and the Steel Spike comes out into the Darmanitan, and we get the KO on that. We do get a +1 boost for Incineroar comes out, because that's the other Pokemon, that's right. So I don't think we survive a Starfall here from Togekiss. We definitely don't survive a I think this one's OVER, guys. Didn't think about that. Oh, could have done it. Oh. The opposing team's Tailwind's petered out, so now our Tyranitar might be faster than that Ferrothorn, but it's probably still not faster than Togekiss, and we want to protect here, and it may even be worth switching out Ferrothorn into Dracozolt here in the expectance of a Flare Blitz into that slot. So if we can keep that Ferrothorn alive, it might be able to win us the game. Hello, boss. Yes. I know you're hungry, you just woke up from a nap, okay? It's into the T-Tar slot, so that's alright. The Flare Blitz comes out from the... It is a Geo. I think if we hit this Bulk Beak, we're in with a chance. But go for a Rock Slide, go for a Bulk Beak onto the Togekiss. But we may still be slower than this Togekiss though, that could be a thing. If this Dracozolt can come up big and hit the Togekiss for super effective damage, because it should survive. Ally Switch comes out. Okay, that's not horrible for us. Bolt Beat comes into the... does enough to get the KO. and the Rock Slide comes out, and it's looking like we're pulling this one from the jaws of defeat, because all they have left is a Whimsicott. And we're able to Fire Punch that Whimsicott and Aerial Ace that Whimsicott for the KOs. And it's looking like we have this one won, guys. Energy Ball comes in the Tyranitar, so the Tyranitar is probably... Oh, no, it doesn't go down. Takes the Energy Ball like a champion. The Aerial Ace comes out. Not enough to get the KO, but the Fire Punch will be, and we will take the win. So there we go. I thought I might have been out of that one, but timely switch of the Dynamax Pokemon. Sometimes, you know, it seems counterintuitive, but it was the best play to make there. Sacrificing Therathorn wasn't the right play, and being able to survive that, like, I think they made the wrong play going for the Ferrothorn with the Max Airstream. I think that was their mistake. If they had tried to KO the Tyranitar on the turn they couldn't protect, I was in a much worse spot. But because then I wouldn't have been able to protect out the Dynamax. I wouldn't have been able to I wouldn't. And the ally switch as well seems like a really, really bad play, but I guess he must have not wanted to risk us being faster, but the Bolt Beak is so strong when it goes before the opponent that you're attacking. It doesn't matter if it is. It's the same as like, I think it does the same amount of damage as Draco Fish's Rend. It has the same effect, and you have the hustle boost rather than strong jaw. So that's it, guys. We call it there. It was a win and a loss. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.